So, the death march of the NFL season has finally come to a close. We approach the playoffs, and we talk about all these matchups here. I want to talk to you about each team's fatal flaw. Bleacher Report came out with a list of all the playoff teams and each of their fatal flaws that could possibly stop them from making or winning a Super Bowl. I wanted to get your guys' opinion on each of them. So, if you had to guess, let's look at matchups here. Let's start with the AFC. Chargers, Patriots, what are you thinking?
Chargers pass protection. It's just not good enough. The offensive line has been so banged up all year. Harbaugh's done a fabulous job, but they're just incredibly limited due to injury up front.
Yeah, eventually the bill will become due when you have that many injuries. For the Patriots, experience in the playoffs?
So the Chargers, Mike drilled that it was the offensive line. The Patriots is red zone defense. So that I feel like that's valid.
Well, it is. And look, Patriots need to be careful. The Chargers would not be a team I'd be excited to play. They're going to drag into the mud. That defense is going to play. I think that's a low-scoring game.
I was about to say, yeah, it's one of those games that at the end you're like, wait, how come we didn't blow them out again with all the injuries?
Let's go to the 5-4, the Texans and the Steelers.
Texans, O-line again, same deal. Steelers, it's just
score.
No verticality in the offense.
Yeah.
Passing game is a train wreck. I think the Steelers go on the road win the game. I do.
Really?
The Texans. I think the Texans. I'm sorry. I apologize. Texans go on the road and win the game.
Okay, I was like, wow.
I think that's a nightmare matchup for Pittsburgh.
Yes, the Steelers are very similar to the Chargers. They want to drag you in the mud. They want to keep the game in the teens, and then they're winning. But
unless it's against the Lions, then they'll drop 40 on you, rushing for 230.
You know what?
The only one that they disagree with you with is the Texans' lack of explosive plays would be theirs.
Yeah, and part of that is they can't protect Stroud, which means you can't run vertical routes. You can't run those deep crossers. You can't take your time.
This is one where I would take the under because the Texans' defense will stop the Steelers, and the Texans' offense will stop the Texans.
And now it's to Mike's favorite, I'm a cowboy, yeehaw. We got Bills, we got Jags.
Bills can't stop the run. Jags don't live without turnovers. Those would be my two.
Yeah.
It's basically like you read off what the Jags said in this because it says sloppiness, which...
Oh, it's just I watch football for 18 weeks, and this is my life. It's just you get to know these teams.
Bills' defense, not that great.
They can't stop the run.
They cite dropped passes and turnover-worthy plays as their biggest reasons.
Yeah, if you want to go to something other than the defense that we talked about, once again, they do not have a wide out one. Shakir is a slot weapon, right?
Keon Coleman's finally back in the mix, but...
Nope, DNP. And then you end up with what? The dead body of Gabe Davis? Yes, I like Dawson Knox. Yes, Kincaid is good. Those aren't wide out ones.
Right.
And as far as the Jags go, they're the Bears in turquoise.
Need turnovers in order to win.
Have to. And yes, they're a penalized team. Yes, they'll do some stupid stuff. Remember we talked about it. Everyone talking about Trevor Lawrence. He only had 7 games this year without a turnover. That's not good enough to be an elite quarterback, damn it.
And the 1 seed bye week, obviously, is the Broncos.
Bo Nix. 2 words. It's quarterback play.
Really? Quarterback play?
Yes. For the Broncos? Bo Nix.
I would say for the Broncos, Kenny, I would say you can't always perform fourth quarter magic. You can't let yourself get down and then bounce back. It's going to be the same flaw I'm going to have for the Bears a little bit later on. You have to be able to just go out there and beat teams.
Yeah, so I think you're both kind of right, but they said sloppiness, but they also in that little blurb there said Bo Nix is part of that sloppiness.
Yeah, I was going to say sloppiness is this article. Have an opinion. How about that?
All right.
You're writing what's the weakness, and the best you can come up with is sloppy. Well, what the hell are we doing?
Somebody may read it and get offended.
Too bad. Bo Nix.
All right, let's go the 7-2 in the NFC. We got the Packers and the Bears.
Packers, the defense, tons of injuries, and your quarterback situation. For the Bears,
turnovers, Jaguars.
Yeah, and you can't keep falling behind and then have these amazing fourth quarter comebacks.
And you need to be +2 in the turnover margin again. If the Bears don't turn you over, they can't win games.
Fair.
Their defenses. Oof.
Both of them have their quarterback cited Jordan Love, Caleb Williams as the biggest issues.
How is Caleb Williams an issue? How's Jordan Love an issue?
They said completion rate and bad throw rate.
I got to tell you,
I would say Jordan Love.
This article blows.
Jordan Love for the fact that he's been injured a lot lately, so he may not be playing.
Jordan Love in his career, week 11 on in the NFL, like 40 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about what he does on the field. I'm saying, can he stay on the field is the biggest thing.
Fine enough. But how is Caleb the Bears' issue versus reliance on turnovers?
Because Caleb is just an easy pinata to hit. Caleb, he's weird. He does a lot of weird plays and he scrambles around. No, it's the defense needs turnovers, plain and simple. And I'll say it again, you can't dig a hole for yourself and always expect to come back the way they did it almost against the Lions, being down 16-0 in the fourth quarter.
Okay, let's go to Carolina and the Rams.
Carolina, you're a Panther. You came from the worst division. I mean, for Carolina, I look at Bryce Young. I don't think that he is an effective quarterback that can lead them to a victory. Very streaky.
Very short.
See, I don't want to make it personal.
Pocket-sized game manager. No, they're very limited offensively. Outside of Tedero and McMillan, there's really nothing I can count on in the passing game. I'd say limited offensively. And for the Rams, look, for the Rams, you're Devontae Adams. If he's healthy, we good. If he's not, they're screwed.
I would say, and for the Rams, I guess the flaw is you already went to Carolina and lost this year.
This is as if you were reading off of the article. Good job. So we have the birds and we have the privileged. What do you got?
Broke penis offense for Philly and
a defense that everybody's injured. For the Niners, they can't stop the run. They can't stop anything. It's a bend but don't break.
What he said.
I'm looking at this list. It doesn't say broke penis anywhere.
I don't know what you call their offense. It's in dire need of some schematic Cialis. There's an issue.
All right. It's actually, you know how sometimes you have good versus good? In that game, you're going to have bad versus bad. Philly offense versus Niner defense.
And the Seahawks are the 1 seed, obviously, with the bye.
Go ahead, Mike.
Ginger Jesus.
There it is.
It's Sam Darnold. He's got to prove he can rise to the occasion. He didn't do anything in that game against San Francisco.
No, if you go back and watch it, he had under 200 yards passing. It was the Seahawks defense that won the game.
Correct. It's about Sam Darnold in a big spot. That's all. That's it. Beginning, middle, and end. If Darnold can be Jared Goff, they can go to a Super Bowl. I know fans here don't want to hear it, but Jared Goff's a lot closer to Sam Darnold than he is Josh Allen.
And I would say I guess another flaw is if you stop their running game and force the ball, flow chart back into
rise
Darnold.
Up and earn your money.
Yeah.
This one says turnovers for this one. I guess they had 26 turnovers this year. I wanted to ask you guys this to close this out. If you have a pick from if you have an early lean from the AFC and the NFC.
I'm stupid. I like the Texans. I just wonder if they're going to ride that defense in a wide open. Remember, no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow. You got limited high-level QBs, and you have that defense. That's kind of a recipe to go on a run. But I'm stupid.
No. It's not stupid. And this is where C.J. Stroud would rise and come back to being one of those. Remember when people thought he was going to be an elite quarterback and he kind of fell off because of injuries and stuff?
I still do.
Here's your chance to prove your point. I like that. I'm stupid because I'm going to say Buffalo because
you're not. They could easily do it.
If you don't do it now,
you're never going to.
Close it down. Shut up. Close shop. You're done.
You both can't call yourself stupid in one segment. That's not how this works.
Sure we can. Why not? Trying to predict the NFL playoffs? Good luck.
Especially the AFC. Watch it be Pittsburgh.
I'm with you.
David.
Oh.
And that is in football today.